picks are. Because they're taking out even the Angelic combo.
Yeah. So one of the main questions for Indonesia is what's going to be the relationship of Vivian and Fumi in the EXP lane, in the rogue EXP right now. Is Fumi going to be more frontliner if they can follow up? Is Vivian frontliner and Fumi follow up? Or are they going to end up with picks that are a little bit more independent of one another? So the question is, obvious, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think Vival wants to rush the alpha. I think they're better on the answer back. If the high is open, you pick it.
That's a flex by Indonesia. It's like telling them, all right, we're going to show you how it's done.
Yeah.
Very surprising.
I mean, technically now Cambodia can actually answer back the same way Indo did, right?
Yeah, they just go aggro up. Does that mean they switch up the Aurora? The Aurora's fine. You go
Yep, it's safe as
Aurora
well.
Hilda?
Alright, Hilda.
Because there's no alpha anymore.
Yeah. I feel like one of the problems was the Kali. But if ever, okay, if Cambodia were thinking and say, hey, let's go Hylos Kali too, you know, in there, like what they did to us. That'll just be another easy Vexana game. Once again, by Simi. They can expect that better in early. Aurora, excuse me, Vexana is quite good at defending jungles. You still go for the Gata Kancho, please make that an EXP lane pick.
And then be just as aggressive.
Yeah. Do I know if he can? Oh, they're Russians of Moscow?
Yeah.
That is a choice.
I guess what Indonesia did as well in the previous game was they took the Moscow away. I think that's again, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but when it comes to Cambodia and their power picks, it just doesn't make sense, but it works.
All right, thank you for reminding me
Right?
that it is a power pick for you, Effendi. They're gonna have to set that up.
How do they do that?
I suggest they do it come the second phase. They ban more gold laners because we've learned throughout the playoffs, if you attack Shell, she gets compromised. If you take away the initiative from the gold lane, from Shell, she struggles. Egypt sought out that weakness, but instead they answered back. There's Aerith.
Which is why the Moscow in the early stage of the game, you know, despite it being a power pick, it's just so risky. There's so many laners that still win that
Yeah.
lane. And now the problem is, earlier, Shell was in a losing matchup, and now she's on a winning matchup.
Yeah, and this is the signature Shell Harith at this point. If all else fails, break glass, bring out the early Harith pick for Shell out.
It's what turned upside down the matchup against Egypt when Team Indonesia had the reverse sweep that opener today. Cambodia here, man, I don't know. I don't think they want to focus on utility anymore.
Take, save the mid for later. Go take. No, okay.
It's got to be, it's got to be.
Yeah, but still chasing power picks.
So they attack mid now.
Yeah. The thing is, Cindy is such a wide hero pool.
Exactly, it feels like a practice in futility.
Yeah.
Because you know that she has like half a dozen heroes.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they just defaulted into thinking, you know what, let's get our power picks. Let us remind you again, the heroes that are still available that Cindy has played. Lunox,
Cyclops,
Lo Yi,
Kaita,
Sicilian,
Vexana.
Valentina.
Eve.
Eve. There's so many.
You know, I'm not surprised if they pull out something crazy like the Pharaoh at this point.
She
You
can
know,
do that too. Like this,
anticipate maybe a Nolan pick or something like that.
this is a Valentina lineup. I would pick a Valentina, just the Hylos and the Harith alone.
Yeah. Funnily enough, out of all the picks, the Valentino was the one that I'd be a little bit more willing to let go of.
Well, you know why? Edith's open. They're
Ah,
protecting the Edith. So
right,
give you the
right,
Edith,
right.
prop the Gatot into the XP.
Yeah.
It's what we've been preaching all draft long.
So in that case, that's an easy Edith ban here then. If not here, then it's going to be the last one.
Oh, I love it. Cambodia's giving Indonesia an ultimatum. You ban out the Edith or junglers for Tegami.
Oh, they decided to go for a Lance ban. It just goes to show how impressive Tegami's performance earlier at the Lancelot was.
We doubted it.
They just went ahead and said, no. Even though they have a lineup right now that, actually, oh yeah, that doesn't deal with the Lancelot well.
We are the necessary fuel to Tegami's fire.
Yeah.
Every time we doubt a pick.
There has to be the Edith to the end.
All right, so if you want to see a game 3, we have to doubt whatever pick Tegami ends up with.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently that's the secret to it all.
All right, we're here to play a role, ladies and gentlemen, for the show, for the drama. Here at the grand finals.
This I like. I appreciate the slow Yi ban. Now it's Cambodia telling Indonesia, you know what? Gone are the tricks. Just be honest with our team
And
fight.
you can't win the map.
Yeah.
We will at least hold on to the map. Hold on for dear life into the late game.
It's going to be an honest approach by Indonesia. So, does that mean you ban the Edith here? Because when it comes to an honest approach, a very obvious team fight, Cambodia does well with that.
I
Game
think I like
comes
that.
to Edith.
Yeah, I think I like that. He just Ben. Because then Yui would be forced on something like what? A Tigreal?
Yes.
She doesn't mind.
I mean, with the composition that Indonesia have,
It's not
right
the best.
now, right?
It's not the best.
Harith will
Especially
purify.
if you put a Purify on the Harith. Look, there's an alpha.
They still ban the Alpha. Okay.
Keeping Tegami honest, what else is left in the tank?
They're more than willing to give her
The link.
the links, assassins. With the Joe still open. Oh, yeah, no, this might be tough for Cambodia.
Indonesia knows this is the Edith, and then whatever Tegami plays.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the script.
Indonesia.
Unless suddenly Hilda pops up.
Oh,
Arlen.
Oh, this is, I think, a pocket for Yugi. We've seen her try to play this, no?
they can.
It was Moshi earlier on the Arlen, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
They can still go Phobius. It's still open in the draft. That Hylox can still definitely go roam. Then with a high crowd control burst mid, or
Obvious Paramis?
crowd control mid. They go Eve. Right under that. They don't care about the Arnold because they got the Taja. They're very confident. Yet the Phobius really enjoy fighting under the real world manipulation. They can also surprise us, maybe just go take themselves if they want to. Or no, it's still aggro. It's still control. And it's still pressure Tegami in the jungle no matter what.
That's their insurance policy to the insurance policy.
Yeah.
The deterrent.
They're anticipating.
No need to get fancy, no Foamy says it, just invade your jungle. I don't think Cambodia are well prepared for that in terms of their picks. If this is a card on Rome, no. We talked about the Kaja and Aurora, so...
Fredrin!
They dig deep.
What?
They dig deep. And about 6.5 feet down that pocket, they find something of value.
The last time she picked this up was online qualifiers, back when Fredrin was still meta.
And it's 4-1. It's all in on UE.
Fredrin isn't of value. In this lineup, it still can be. And like we mentioned, you got to funnel UE Fendi. So jumping into it, we already know championship point for Indonesia. This grand final, it's a best of 3. Can Cambodia bring us to a third game like we've had all day? Taking a look at this, Mirko, anything that's standing out to start things up?
Emblem-wise, not really. Everything really kind of normal here. Nothing too crazy in the emblem department. Everybody just going for the classic. But what the Fredrin does is also kind of stop that invading power. If you were afraid of the Khalid and Hylos going to you as an assassin, on a Fredrin, you're not really that afraid, right? You should be able to actually hold your own here. Even if Cindy and Vivian walks up, well, they're actually all going to come in to the purple buff.
Same thing.
Let's see. Tegami
Okay.
can actually still survive. So far, so good. Gets out to safety. Yue popping Revitalize as well. Now Moshi rotating in Vengeance and the reset. First blood.
Oh!
Mieko falling as well. Tegami picking up the kill. And you can already see, almost a retry steal from Vival, but a bit too late to come into the fight. And that's what we were talking about. You do not invade a Fredrin, sir.
You know, maybe you have to get a reality check, right? This Fredrin was this way before, and it's still nearly the same. Good response. It was good backup from Cambodia to go ahead and secure Tegami, the buff, and then you end up getting 2 kills out of the exchange, 1 for Tegami, 1 for Moshi. That's going to be great for them. The other attention they need to pay is here. Vival up on the top side, level 4, and that's why Yui is going to visit up there. Shell has been doing great on the Harith, you know, for the most part. One of the obviously top picks for her, especially in the gold lane in general. So that's the thing, is Cambodia kind of shifted already from the point of what they have to focus on early game, and at the same time allowing Yui Fendi to just farm up, you know, get all the gold that she needs, get the plays that she needs to make. Objective is up though. She still kind of going 1v1 with Fumieko. They both don't have the level 4s just yet, but this turtle is up, so that's going to be the main focus for both teams as these rest of the members do get the level 4. They need the ultimates for this fight, and it'll be Cambodia that starts to get the space to work with. I'm not sure. Vival might just go for a steal. They may not want to fight this, but looks like they're going to go for it.
Quad Shadow ready. Yue still going for it. Final stack. Vival winning out the Reggie battle and jumping to the back line, but Navi's has become the real world manipulation. Gets the bridge and Glacier down. Fumieko with the healing. The Shadow Q used up earlier. Navi walks back into the real world manipulation. They lose out in the fight. Tegami is down. Yue is down. Moshi will follow in soon. Even with the Vengeance resets, it's still a win for Indonesia.
It's a disaster for Cambodia in the first turtle. Just when they had the lead, something like that breaks out. You know, a team fight that necessarily, you know, they controlled the objective, but then some mispositioning and just a timing of the real-world manipulation. Oh, Yui.
Okay, has the AOG, gets out to safety. Tegami gets the orange buff too, but you can already see Vival is just so active. 2 levels ahead, still has the retribution. Will probably steal this one too. Goes for it, Retry. Zaman force from Chell, zoning Yui Fendi away. And now, Glorious pathway. Didn't go for the dive there. Spear of Misery already used earlier. Yui Fendi has this flicker, not the Purify. But Indonesia do not decide to go in. They decide, you know what? We've gotten what we came for.
Yeah, it's kind of a pendulum of back and forth of discipline and pressing the aggression. We heard the panel mention it, you know, this is still the aggressive play, the aggressive composition they brought to the table. And I'm glad that you mentioned this. You know, the level lead that Vival has right now is actually pretty crazy considering how, you know, the early minute of the game went, and they were able to go ahead and stop things a little bit, but secure that route and even the XP early on for Tegami, but she's still falling behind. 8th level for Vival to that 5th level of Tegami, so you said it, man. She's been very active. She's been all over the jungle, taking when she can. And this is a big lead. It's much bigger than you expect, especially when you're talking about a Hayabusa. So already, we're looking at the next turtle coming up here. That buff trying to be secured by Tegami and the rest of Cambodia. Trying to keep things in control, but Vivel will make her way to the turtle. Cambodia, do they just give this up? I'm not sure if they really want to fight this. Look at the front line hold things down.
I don't think they can. Moshi has done enough damage, but Fumi Echo could just go and heal back up. The glorious pathway. Oh, even a flicker from Nabi. So much respect from Cambodia. Oh, man. Vivel knows there's no flicker. Jumps in with a quad shadow. Now waiting for the shadow kill. Doesn't even need it. Just goes in for the shurikens, and Nabi is down for the second time in this game.
Very tough position to be in right now for Cambodia. You know, when you're trying to play against this, and you can see it, it's only a Hunter strike. They might force a fight. Vivian's going to be fine, though. She pops, you know, earlier she had that Revitalize used up. So the focus up here, look how far Shell is.
Half HP, just with one combo, Synchro Vision and all. Zaman Force used up, now Yua's going to be targeted down. Takami walks up, and it's in the real world manipulation. The EOG brings Vivian back. Yua is still going to be chunked low, though. Chell, one more Synchro Vision should do it.
There's
Yua's still
Vivel.
surviving, Navi going in, City very low. But now Vivel comes in for the cleanup. It's a killing spree, and Chell gets another as well. 2 for 1, only the roamer for the gold lane and Nabi, the mid lane.
Oh, this is tough, man. You want to make a play. You want to keep your gold lane alive. They force a fight. They get the call for Vivel to rotate up. And given the lead that she has right now, you know she's going to be pumping out the damage. And so Cambodia falling further behind. You know, 6 minutes in to be down this point. 4,000 gold to work against. This is trouble.
Boy, that's the damage onto the frontliner. That's only Moshi. They've just taken everything. Revitalize Raging Sandstorm from Pamieko. Connects onto 3. Vivel now with a quad shadow. Locking him down. The shadow kill in. The Appraiser's Wrath. Not even there to get the purple buff. Vivel stole it away. Using the red tree. Pamieko kills Nabi in the back. And it's another 3 for 0.
And Mirko, the chances here for Cambodia to extend the series getting very bleak already at this point in the game, just because, again, this is an aggressive lineup that won't let go, they won't let up, and Cambodia has to somehow rise to the occasion. Almost last.
Gonna be Kong still able to survive somehow again. The healing from Fomi Echo and the zoning from the RWM of Cine.
Man, when we think about this on Cambodia, how can they get back into the game? Down quite a bit already. We know that the strategy for them was really to just allow Fendi to farm up. Oh man, Nabi, she's gone in an instance, and that's what I'm talking about. When you have that much firepower.
Moshi?
Oh, Moshi.
Oh no, already using the final slash. Now Moshi, no more resources to use. Chell, Zaman Force in. Moshi's gonna be bursted down. The tank Vivian will just continue to soak in the turret shots. And in the bottom lane, there's a trade, a turret. It doesn't even look like Indonesia want to go for the turtle, man. They're just going to wait for the 8th minute for the Lord to spawn and then take it quick.
Wait for that to come up. I mean, the front liners getting whittled down this quickly. It's a glaring issue. You know, how do you do this? How do you initiate these fights if your own front line is being bursted down half health, whether that's through Shell? And Cine there to post up with the real world manipulation. You're not going to see this buff any longer for Cambodia. They try to keep it together. Shell takes a stun. There's the RWM.
Zone in the back. Again, just to get this turret. The cannon minion still there. Chell will pick up the tier 2. Fumi Echo will try to zone Takami away. And remember, Fumi Echo, doesn't matter how much you actually poke her down. There's always more healing to come. And there you go. Fumi Echo back to basically full HP.
Not only that, you have her revitalized too, so if she really wanted to, she can just go ahead and stick to Vivian. And right now, this is going to be a free Lord to take for Indonesia. 10,000 gold ahead to lead them into the base charge. Now for Cambodia, once again, can they defend this? Can they keep it together? We saw them do a preview of it in Game 1, even despite the deficit they were working against. But I just feel like this lineup might struggle in being able to do that, you know? Fendi does get the golden staff, but she still needs so much time to build up, to get to what she needs on the defense. That Lord's making its way down the mid. The rest of the pressure here on the top, the holy defenses are still there. Takami, I mean, she's taking enough.
Wait, Fendi's walking up again. Fumieko putting the damage down. The glorious pathway almost there. The flicker around now. Vivid Con of Frigid Glacier. The real world manipulation just chunks Moshi low. Taken down in the RWM. It's an SOD to the back, but Chell is very happy to just take it. now with the Holy Defense already proc. That's the passive City. One more Void Blast. Navi taking down the Wishing Lantern.
She's burning.
It's a shutdown. Navi flickers back to the fountain to get HP. Cine outplayed, shut down. Now, some more Holy Defenses to deal with. It doesn't look like Indonesia will push further.
They don't have to. You know, that's very close. I mean, good thing the flicker was available for Nabi. She might have just actually got taken out with a glowing wand, and you can see it too, the Wishing Lantern already for Cine. So they're happy with that. Think about it. Off that first Lord, all the shields exposed and down. Even some of the damage done already to the base turrets, setting themselves up for a very decisive second Lord for the take. Now Cambodia still kind of scrapping for whatever gold XP they can get. Shell, she's just confident enough to just drop down the Zaman Force because she knows that she can go toe-to-toe with anybody from Cambodia, and that Zaman Force will be back up by the time they want to fight. And it looks like Indonesia might not even want to wait for the next Lord. They want to get these base turrets down if they can. They're going to post up.
Good zoning with the RWM from Mieko walking up as well. Moshi tried to go for the final slash, but this RWM makes you unCCable.
Wow.
Pivot, Quad Shadow over to Kami, SOD as well. City does have the flicker, and that's the Winter Crown from Fumi Echo. So for Cambodia, they lose the base turret in the mid lane, and for Indonesia, it's a 10,000 gold lead.
I think at this point, Mirko, we have to really think about the realistic defense that can come through from Cambodia. You're down this much, you have this kind of lineup, you have a revitalized even for you. I think Yui is going to be integral in actually making that defense work. But it's mostly just getting out. If they can bait out some of the ultimates, some of the even the battle spells out from Indonesia on the defense, that gives them a little bit of an upper hand. And then you hope that Yui Fendi and Nabi can find the right targets. Nabi, crucial as well to freeze the right targets with the Frigid Glacier. And even Moshi, we've seen this a lot before, time and time again. Sometimes that final slash doesn't work in your favor, but right now they still have to defend against this push. Indonesia wants this top turret. It's not going to happen. Lords will come up, though, in a few seconds. Defensive item picked up for Nabi. She gets the Winter Crown. And now Cambodia, like I said, they'll have to just kind of wait in their base. There's really no room for them to contest. They are going to send Yui Fendi, though, to deal with that long lane, possibly to push. Purple buff taken away from Shell. Takami jumps in.
Okay, so this would attempt now. Echo will just use the Raging Sandstorm. The AOG used up as well. City now, he's going to poke them down. Trying to get as much damage as possible. And I don't know, Cambodia, after using that many resources, they won't be able to contest this, right, Shell? Yeah, they got the right idea. They know how many resources Cambodia just spent. They'll just blitz the Lord.
They'll blitz the Lord. Yui Fendi's still there. She's still going to try to push what she can. She's going to have to join this, though, for that fight. The Avatar of the Guardian should be back for Yui, though. Revitalized too. DHS now picked up for Yui Fendi. And they still want to go.
Big final slash over. Shell still able to get some on force. Wow. All falling under the real world manipulation of City. Yui Fendi in the back going on to City, but he's still able to survive with the flicker out as well. Surviving with a bit of HP. Now it's Navi in the mid lane taking the kill over. Yui Fendi getting the Spear of Misery. Fumi Echo just healing it up again. And Vivian all this time with the DOT. That's a stun in. Now Navi falling down to the tanks as well. Cambodia have been wiped out, and there's still a Lord in the mid lane. Vivo, Fumi Echo, and Vivian will usher in another trophy for Indonesia. Your ISF WEC24 champions.